Somebody else who was probably a good mother because she was a good teacher that I know. I had her in school. And that's Sue Taylor. And Tara submitted this picture this week. And she said, my beautiful mother and her two beautiful sisters. 3 wonderful mothers. As we bring in the families, I've kind of grouped the families together for you. This is Granny Brown and Granny Wilder. This is Jack. Jack's mother in the bottom right and Wanda's mother in the top left. They asked if they'd be on the same page together. Beloved women from this family here. This picture of Granny Wilder was actually taken at Brenda and I's house late in her life. As I've shared with you before, Jack got the opportunity to move her up here from Florida and spend her last days with him, and that's very, very special to him, and I know he treasures and cherishes those times they had together as well. The 2 beloved women, and Jack and Wanda want to say these are our loving mothers, Layla Brown and Bertha Wilder, whom we love dearly. We miss them every day, and I know that they do. But those 2 ladies had some kids of their own, and they got together. And their kids have submitted this picture, and Wanda, all 3 of the girls have something they want to say. Carla says, our mother is one of a kind. She has always been there for us girls. She's the strongest person I know. God has blessed us with the world's greatest mother. Brenda says, my mom has always been the perfect example of what a mother and a wife should be. She's the center of our family, yet she always puts herself last. Her God and husband and family come first. She's been there for me through thick and thin, and she has never let me down. She's truly an angel on earth. And Leanna says, my mother is a wonderful, amazing, and strong person. I don't know how she puts up with us sometimes. She's always there for us, all of us kids and grandkids. Thank you, Mom, and happy Mother's Day. Leanna went on to have some kids of her own. This black one is not one of them. But Kelsey and Ethan submitted this picture, and Kelsey has wrote a poem. And wait till you hear this. A mom is someone that will always be there to bandage fingers and hands, to fix scraped knees, bee sting. No matter how old, she'll cover you up as you are sleeping when she thinks you are cold. A mother will always care. Though they're not perfect, they may swear. Mother always wants to know who you're with and where you are, but hey, she puts the gas in your car. Mothers deserve more credit than they get, so tell them you love them and to never forget. I love you, Mommy. Love Kelsey and Ethan. That toe-headed boy there submitted this picture about his mother. I knew then, Drake, that I need to move her to the country when I saw her in them overalls that day. But Drake said, words cannot describe you, but I'll give it a shot. You're loving, you're caring, you're gorgeous inside and out. Thanks for everything, Mom. Let's bring in our next family. This is Charlene and her mother. Charlene, I had a sweater just like that in the 80s. It had the initial, big initial in the middle. We were so cool back then. Charlene says, Mom, you know how you would always be the first to tell us how proud you were of us? Well, now it's our turn to let you know how special you are to us. We can only imagine how hard it was being a single parent with 2 young daughters, but we never once heard you complain. We wanted you to know that your unselfish acts of love for us then and now are appreciated. We love you, and happy Mother's Day. Love, Christine and Charlene. Charlene's husband submitted this picture of his mother. Judy, is Dennis looking at the TV there? Couldn't look at the camera for 5 seconds.
It's the Super Bowl.
But Todd said this about his mother. He said, Mom, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Sometimes I may be a little short with you, but I know you're one of the few people I can unload my problems on and not be harshly judged. You are a perfect example of unconditional love. I love you, Todd. How nice. Jenna submitted this picture of her mother. along with these words. Mom, I just want to say thank you for everything. Thank you for being a great Christian example to our family and especially to me. I hope I can be the mom that you are someday. We really do recognize and appreciate all that you do for us, even though we don't tell you near enough. Happy Mother's Day. I love you. Love, Jenna. This next one I have added in because she is, if you've seen one of them, you've just about seen the other, like a sister to Jenna almost, and that's Paige Price. And Paige submitted this picture of her mother along with these words. Mom, thank you for always seeing the best in me and encouraging me to bring it out. You're not only my mother, but you are a dear friend. You are such a good role model and have shaped me into the young lady that I am. I could never thank you enough for that. Love, Paige. Sandy's able to bring her mother with her today. A lot of you, maybe in this congregation, hadn't got a chance to meet Sandy's mother. A lot of you have. But Sandy says, Happy Mother's Day from your daughter Sandy. Thank you for showing me good morals and how to treat others. We'll always love you. Sandy's also a mother. And from Ashley James, I received this. This lady right here deserves a higher title than just my mother in my book. She's my mother, my hero, my best friend, my mentor, and my hope. I can count on her in the best and worst of times. She has never given up on me when everyone else has. I want her to know today, on Mother's Day, that not only do I love and appreciate her more than words can display, but every day as well. Mom, you're my strength when I'm weak, my best friend. What more could I want? I hope one day I can do half of what you've done for me and continue to do. I love you. I hope today you hold your head high and know how many people adore you and love you. Thank you for all you've done and the things to come. You are a true gift from the Lord, and I want to thank Him for giving me to you. We were meant to be. Love always. Ashley. This young lady here is Miss Donna's mother. Miss Donna wanted me to convey the message that in this picture her mother she's 83. In this picture she's 60, which is the same age Miss Donna is now. I hope it's okay, Miss Donna, I just told your age. Okay. Miss Donna had some kids. Now Miss Donna, we've got a picture up here now of a much younger, but still looks the same to me, Miss Donna. And two beautiful young girls, one sitting on her lap, one standing beside her, just as cute as buttons. What happened to them girls, Miss Donna? The beautiful picture of Miss Donna and her two young daughters. And the little blonde on your left-hand side wrote this. This is from Crystal Guthrie. I know a lot of people say they have the best mom, but I do, really. I've always known that, but now that I'm all grown up and have two wonderful little girls of my own, I truly understand just how amazing my mama is. I still don't know how she did as good as she did raising us girls all on her own and with her vision problem, because I know how hard it is at times for me, even with the help of my loving husband and with my sight. She is truly amazing, and I want her to know that, and that I'm so thankful and proud God chose her to be my mama, and I thank Him for her daily. Growing up, we didn't have everything we wanted or all the new, up-to-date stuff, but we always had what we needed. And I now know that the one thing that we never ran out of or went without was her love. No matter what, I always knew and know she loves me. She never judges me. I just hope that my girls always know that I love them with all my heart, the way my mama loves me. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. Love, Crystal. Crystal went on to have two equally cute girls of her own. They're still cute. And they submitted this picture on behalf of their lovely mother this morning, wanting to wish her a happy Mother's Day from them. move into the Turner family. Linda, do you now know that you're the matriarch of the Turner family? You're just not old enough to be the matriarch, but yet here you are, and that is the position you are in. Here is Miss Linda Turner with her immediate family, and here's her with her entire family. Was Jerry too tight this spring for a black shirt? I knew it. Wonderful family. And her daughter Terry Brooks wrote a poem in honor of her mother. And here it is. When we speak of our mom, where do we start? The first thing we think of is her huge, caring heart. When problems arise, she is the one we all call. Her loving hands always catch us when we fall. When we are cut, she bleeds too. She is our rock, strong and forever true. So thankful for her. She is a blessing sent from above. That special lady, the one we all love. That lady she's referring to had a son who had 2 daughters. Those daughters submitted this picture of their beautiful mother, Rhonda Lynn, and would like to wish her a happy Mother's Day today on this special occasion. And on behalf of all Linda's grandkids, happy Mother's Day. And even from Justin, is that Justin Beaver? So happy Mother's Day. The matriarch's son married a wonderful girl. A beautiful young girl is now a beautiful woman. And she submitted this picture along with these words about her mother from Rhonda Turner. My mother is amazing. She has taught me to be honest, to treat others the way I would like to be treated, and to make the best of every situation. She's gone through so many trials in her lifetime, but has handled them all with such grace. She has always been there for me. God has truly blessed me. I hope to be half the mother she has been. I love you, Mom. I believe your mother raised an amazing daughter as well, Rhonda.
Yeah, I grew up with her.
This is our last family of the morning. This is Estalee and her mother. Now this goes back a day or two. Can y'all see that good? Look at the look on her mama's face. If I had to carry that around, I'd say look. But as you're going to see, mothers transcend time. As we go back to an old picture here with words just as fresh and loving as the most recent. Estalee said it's a real honor to get to tell you about my dear mother on this special day set aside to remember our mother. She was born February 23rd, 1911. My parents were sharecroppers. They worked hard making a living for their family. My mother cooked, sewed, and worked beside my daddy in the field. After we moved to St. Louis, my mother became an LPN at the St. Louis City Hospital, where she retired several years later. It wasn't easy for her working and taking care of 2 teenage sons after Daddy died, but she never forgot her Lord. On the farm, they took us to church in a wagon driven by 2 mules. My mother liked the Lord's Prayer and would recite it to me often. She loved to sing and taught me songs. I remember Mom was always cheerful when things looked bad. She was active in church until her passing in 1988. I still miss my mom dearly. Happy Mother's Day, my mom. Estalee went on to have some kids, the youngest of which submitted this photo here. And the lady with the long, beautiful blonde locks said this from Jenny Holland. I just feel extremely blessed that I have my mother here for Mother's Day. For 6 years we thought she was dying and slowly fading away from us. And then this miracle happened and we have her back. She's been my best friend, my confidant, my chef, my housekeeper, my nurse, my teacher, my counselor, my driver, my seamstress, my babysitter, my secretary, and my goodness, in a nutshell, she's a mom. Moms wear all kinds of hats, and my mom has definitely worn them all. If my mom was a flower in a garden of flowers, I still would have picked her. Thank you, Mom, and happy Mother's Day. that young girl grew up and had a couple kids of her own. And they've submitted this picture. And from Savannah, the words, "My mom is special because she's very nice and sweet. She helps me with my homework and helps in the garden. I think she has a green thumb." Savannah, we can get some medicine for that thumb. It's great. Now the last one, I'm not going to say I saved the best for last, but certainly one of the hardest working mothers in our congregation is Margaret Flurry. You young girls, be warned. This could happen to you. You start having kids. But Crystal sent me this picture and said, "I don't know where we would be without her. She's definitely my hero. Happy Mother's Day, Nanny. We love you." As Peyton read for us this morning from Proverbs 31, the last verse in that passage is, "Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise." And I hope we have done that today. Many times the words that have been said on behalf of your mother this morning are not spoken until it's too late. At least too late for it to be a blessing to her. And so I hope mothers have cherished these words as some of your kids have spoke this morning. I want to remind you how important, again, women were to Jesus. And on this occasion in Mark chapter 14, while he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of a man known as Simon the leper, a woman with a case of alabaster, came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were saying indignantly to each other, "Why, this is a waste of perfume. It could have been sold for more than a year's wages, and the money given to the poor." And they rebuked her harshly. Look what Jesus said. Jesus said, "Leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them any time you want. But you'll not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. I'll tell you the truth. Wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." First thing Jesus said was, "Hold up. What this woman did was a good thing. You're only going to have me for a short time. You can always help the poor. They're going to be with you always." But what she did, every time the gospel is proclaimed, that will be made known, what that woman did. I hope we have made known what some of you mothers have done today on this very occasion. I can assure you, your mother wants most of all. I've never talked to a godly mother that their number one wish was not the salvation of their children. That's just it, guys. That's just it. We get caught up in a lot of things in this world that are not important, that we think are important. We get trapped into these worldly issues that seem like a big deal to us, but are really not a big deal. But when it comes to the end, the one thing your godly mother, if she's a godly mother, wants is a home in heaven for you through your faith in her Savior, God's Son, Jesus Christ. If you're here this morning and you don't have that relationship with Jesus Christ, we're going to give you an opportunity to get that relationship right, to secure a home in heaven. If we can help you in any way, please just let it be made known now as we stand and sing.